Welcome to Truck and Travel. I'm Derek.
I'm Cinnamon.
All right, guys, if you're new to the channel, I started into hotshot and I felt pretty alone. My wife here, Cinnamon, was doing a cleaning business that she had, really successful, doing great. I missed her and I begged her to get her CDL and to come out with me on the road, and we didn't do too good in hotshotting. We thought we'd be able to do it team-wise, but without a sleeper, you know, you can't really do like the full amount of time for both drivers. So we parked the truck and we got into expediting, and it was like a Hail Mary. We absolutely need expediting to work in order to pay the bills and all that, because, well, we're both in it now. It's not just one of us, we're both in it, so it's gotta work. Oh, and by the way, if you would like to get in expediting, this video is brought to you by Hyfield. If you're interested in doing what we do and driving one of these trucks for a living, reach out to Hyfield Trucking at the link and phone number in the video description. Let them know Truck and Travel sent you. Come on. All right, so while we're in this journey of expediting, our goal is to make a minimum of $5,000 a week.
And have all of our miles be $2 a mile, at least. At least.
So if we don't do this, you know, it makes it a lot harder for the fleet owners to pay the bills, because the truck payments on these things are usually about $5,000 to $6,000 anymore because of inflation. And then you have these insane fuel costs that might be around $5,000 to $6,000 max per truck, maybe. I don't know, but it's going to be a lot because these trucks do about 9 miles per gallon throughout the year. That averages out to be about 9. You know, in the winter times when it's windy and it's bad, it could be about 7 miles per gallon if your foot's down to the floor. Or in the summertime, if you're doing really good on fuel and, you know, you're kind of going slower, you might get about 10 to 11 miles per gallon. I don't know. Maybe it's different for you, but that's our experience. And overall, it's about 9 miles per gallon. After all that, you still have, you know, maintenance costs and whatnot, so the owner needs to hold something to get a rough idea about what we're getting paid. You take the gross of what the truck makes, and then you times that by 0.38. And that's what me and Cinnamon take as a team before tax. But we gotta make at least a minimum of $5,000 a month. Otherwise, we're not paying their bills and we're not gonna pay our own.
Yep.
Ready?
Yeah.
We start out from home because we were at home the last load. This is week 21 for us in expediting. This load picks up on Tuesday because we weren't able to get something for Monday, which that happens. You know, sometimes you swing for the fences, you bid too high on these things, or you don't see something that just quite works out logistic-wise for your area. You know, we're going for that goal of $2 per mile. So we finally found something that picks up on Tuesday and it drops on Tuesday. This one picks up in Minetta, Pennsylvania. It's close enough. And it drops in Dulles, Virginia.
Is it Duels?
D-U-L-L-E-S, Virginia.
I don't know. I butcher a ton of names, so I'm not the one to ask.
I don't know, but that's what we have. And so it was quite a big deadhead to get here from home because we live all the way in Ohio. Cinnamon, you want to tell us about this load?
Big deadhead, but small packages, because this is for 3 pieces, and all those pieces, all those pallets combined, 150 pounds. So lightest, like very, very light.
What's that end up being if you divide that by 3 pallets?
It'd be 50 pounds each. Good
call, yeah. Simple math. Yeah, I don't know. I need to look at like quarters on the table and count them out, I guess, but yeah.
It's a very cold load, so the set point, it is a temperature load too, so the set point is negative 20 degrees Celsius, which is negative 5 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
So what kind of miles we're looking at?
All right, so the loaded miles on this load isn't that much. It's only 129 miles, but if you include the deadhead, then going from Ohio to pick this one up and to drop it off, you're looking at 616 miles. All right, Cinnamon, go ahead and break down the pay per all miles and all that for this one.
So since the run miles are so small, if you're just looking at the run miles, then we got a very patriotic price per mile. It is $17.76.
That's fun.
But since you have all those deadhead miles, if you're looking at all miles, then it drops it down to $3.72 per all mile, which is still fantastic.
That's amazing.
So this load is actually paying $2,290.75.
That's awesome. You won't see that too often, but when you get them,
Not for a day load.
makes you happy. Yeah. Yeah, for a day load. This is like hitting it out of the park. This is the swing for the fences one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
We got leg warmers on.
All right, so we didn't have a load Monday, but we had one that picked up and dropped Tuesday, so it was like we did have a load on Monday. So things are going pretty well. All right, now the next load picks up on Wednesday from New Brunswick, New Jersey, and it drops on Thursday in Mount Vernon, Indiana. So we're going back to a good area, which I'm excited about this. All right, Cinnamon, go ahead and give us the breakdown.
So this one is actually only a one piece. It's 282 pounds, and it is a temperature load, so the set point is 5 degrees Celsius, or if you're talking Fahrenheit, it is Fahrenheit. Sorry. It is 41 degrees Fahrenheit. So what kind of miles are we looking at, Derek?
All right, the loaded miles on this one is 851. But if we're talking about all the miles, that ends up being 1,114 miles. But we didn't get a load after this, and so we went to a truck stop that wasn't too far away, that's north of Mount Vernon. So that's why the miles is what it is. And yeah, you got the deadhead from the pickup to the pickup, and then a little bit of a deadhead. A little bit of a deadhead. We stayed out, all right? We didn't go home after this. We're trying to be available for a load, so hopefully next week we can get something. All right, Cinnamon, go ahead and break down the paper miles.
So for this one, if we're looking at just the run miles, then it's $2.47 per those miles. If you're looking at all the miles, so that includes the deadhead, then it goes down to $1.89 per mile, which isn't the best, but that's okay. We'll end up in a great, position and everything like that. So this load was actually paying $2,100 even.
So we're sad that we weren't able to get another load because this is Thursday. It
happens though.
It does
one
happen.
Of those things that you're gonna have to be prepared for in case it happens, because it will. But don't let it
and that's
completely
why
get you down.
You see me swinging for the fences, so that way when we have slow times like this where I'm not able to get another run, it makes up, it all averages out. But at the end of the week, it also helps to not swing for the fences. You just use what you have at the beginning of the week and just play off of that. Make the first one the beginning of the week, for us, in my experience, make the first one at the beginning of the week really great. And if you have to, let them not be as great.
It gives you leeway to be able to get other loads throughout the rest of the week.
Yeah.
That was just under our experience.
Under our experience. But if you go with Hyfield, they have a mentorship and they'll be able to show you how to do a lot better than us. So.
Yep. This one said absolutely no camera ambushers.
All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and do the breakdown for the week, what we did. All right, Cinnamon, this is week 21.
So for this week, the total amount of miles that we went is 1,730 miles.
Which is low for what we normally do. The pay per all miles was up higher because I was swinging for the fences. All miles paid $2.54, which I think is pretty awesome.
Yeah, and so the total pay for this week was $4,390.75.
So our goal is to make at least $5,000 gross to the truck per week. That doesn't always happen. It's more like when the week is good, you put back some money, you hold it for weeks like this when it's not as good.
So this week we only met one of our goals, but we met one of two. So we did get one of the goals was to get over $2 for all miles, and we did $2.54 for all miles. So we did hit that goal.
Yeah.
We didn't hit the other, but that's okay. We have other weeks ahead. So.
The main reason why we want to make at least $2 per all miles is because It's the truck needs to put away some money for fuel costs and maintenance and all of that. And if you're making like 75 cents per all miles, then you're probably going to run your business into the ground, especially with these big truck payments we got, you know, and insurance costs and maintenance.
And putting
fuel.
away money aside for the next truck.
Yeah, that's that too. Even if you have a used truck with a small payment, still need to put aside money for the next truck.
Yep.
Or the next big breakdown. All right, now we're going to go ahead and break down our averages and totals and all of that we've done so far in 21 weeks of expediting. Remember, we got to make at least $5,000 gross to the truck per week if we want to make it worth our while. Keep our job in expediting and help them keep their truck and make a little bit of money. But our goal is to really go way above that. All right, so far in expediting, the total amount of loads we've done up to week 21 is 61 loads.
The total freight that we have hauled as far as weight wise is 58,845 pounds.
The total amount of pallets or pieces that we've had in the box and hauled is 134.
The average weight per load is 964 pounds.
It's getting lighter and lighter all the time, isn't it? The total amount of miles that we've done so far in expediting in 21 weeks is 55,137.
So like if you look at it this last week, we did like 1,700 something, you know, but the average mile per week that we usually do is 2,625. So there's a difference there.
All right, now the big number, our goal, are they going to keep us in the truck or not? So far, we're averaging $5,833.53.
The total gross to the truck up until this point is $122,504.13.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome if it was, you know, way bigger than that, but, you know, being new to this, doing what we can.
With no mentorship.
Yeah. Now our pay per all miles, all of the miles, that was the 55,137 miles. This is what, you know, the truck is gross per all miles, $2.22. So that's
above 2.
Yeah.
So which is our personal goal. Shouldn't be your personal goal. You guys will have your own factors that go into it.
Yeah.
That's for us. So.
And with Hyfield, with that mentorship, they'll help you be more successful and raise that pay per all miles up and your pay per week up as well.
Yep.
Remember, if you want to figure out what we did, you take our gross to the truck, times that by 0.38. That's what we get as a team that we get to split up before taxes. I hope that's helpful. And if you're out there on the road, be safe. Look out for them other people. Happens whenever you're parked too, so have like a dash cam.
Oh, make sure you have your parking lights on.
Yeah, if you're idling the truck or have a generator on, make sure the parking lights are on. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh. God bless you guys, and we'll see you next time.
Bye. On to the next one.
On to the next one.
Let's go.
All right.
Awesome.
See.
Did you just say see?
Sweet? I was trying to say sweet, and I was going to say see ya, because I didn't know what you was going to say, so I was saying both at the same time. Sweet.
See.
Sweet. That's not awkward, right, guys?
I like it.
Nobody's around to hear that, right?
All right.
Just you guys don't tell
all
anybody.
you guys, right?
Stupid.
Tell Derek it's okay in the comments.
Oh, my goodness. You know what? It's like 55 degrees out roughly. Doesn't feel too bad out.
No, it doesn't.
You know, it's November right now. Some places are getting snow, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Well, it's not. It's
No,
November.
I had something come up on memory, you know, time hop or whatever,
Yeah.
and it was us in the snow outside from last year. So this time last year, it was snowing.
Where were we at? Do you know?
We were on a
On our way
load
to-
going, and I was going like this, and I was trying to catch a snowflake in my...
That was going. So that was north or Napoleon, Ohio,
Yes.
at the Petro, and we're
When I had the
headed
big
out.
fat flakes and stuff.
I think we're headed out to Iowa, and
Yeah.
then headed out to
Yeah.
Colorado. Yeah.
Yes. I remember that one. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye.